Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Here's a give to Bothwell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Taylor wants to throw it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The inside handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's second and long. Taylor wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
They kick it away on fourth down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Going deep. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together. Picked
up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Voorhees. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's West. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Bulldogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Now the play fake. Back's got it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Rushes on him, trying to buy time. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Taylor wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Gets the back moving. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got out of trouble and throws. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And caught by Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll send the back in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's the give off the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Cougars have it with a first and goal. Touchdown, Wazoo! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Wants to throw again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Which is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Taylor wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Black. Turning it on! And the defense drags him down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Washington State lines up quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the middle. He's got it. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. And it's the home squad, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now on 2nd down. He's got it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Washington State will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end? Stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Trying play action. Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll go to the counter. Maybe some room here. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He shanked it. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. And tackled there by the defense.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Off the play fake. Complete. Inside the 25. Makes a grab and room to run. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's West. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They're going to run it. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Finds his man. It's Williams. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Taylor wants to throw it. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the third interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Extending the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Offense at an empty set. He to change this route. Taylor wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. With the catch, it's Evans. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt teams 6 times tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They booted away on fourth down. Looks it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction.
and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Taylor wants to throw it. A spectacular one-hand grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Shoots it to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Try Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue